Hello, everybody. It is Monday. How are we doing tonight? Who is with me tonight? Hey, Kitty. How are you? Good to have you here. Welcome to Monday. Jennifer. Kristen. Hey, hey. Yes. Hey, hey. How are we all doing tonight? Tell me about it. Hey, Adele and Dazzle. How are we tonight? Tell me what we're all grateful for tonight. Tell me about your Monday and what you in your world are grateful for on this Monday. The start, the kickoff of another week. Kick it off. Boom. We are kicking off another week here this week. Good to have you all with us tonight, but tell us what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for our friends at Traxia for sending me this nice shirt to wear. They're sponsoring tonight's outfit, so glad to have them as a member of the show. So many of our affiliates have been so great through this. I mean, they've all been amazing, and so I do appreciate the sportswear. I admit I'm a lazy dresser guy, so if I have a shirt that's there and it's comfortable, I'll wear it. So here's to Traxia for sending me a shirt. Thank you. Our friends there. Joe is wonderful, and Joseph. All of them over there are great. Tell me what what we're grateful for this Monday night, people. There's got to be something you're grateful for on Monday night. Tell me about it. Patty's with us. Hey, Patty. Good to have you here tonight. And Kim is here. Wonderful friends and family. Yes, indeed, Julie. It is good to have good friends. We are blessed by that, I gotta say. I am very grateful for all my friends. And my Narts friends and family. But they are what gets us through good times and bad, and family is there for you all the time. Friends and family. So that is a good thing. We were fairly steady for being open on Monday today, so I'll take it. And people are shopping online too, so I'll take that. But let's get the party started with the Good Morning Good Night book. The Good Morning Good Night book, since I'm way more ish than 8, we should get this going and find some good out there in the world. Well, this goes right to what Julie was just talking about. You know, I mean, the universe works in mysterious ways because I really don't overthink as I open this book. Good morning. Grateful for the very we're starting on page 52 if you're following along. I don't mean to shortchange anybody that's following along. Good morning. Grateful for the very notion of you. Even more grateful for the reality. Look at you. A dream realized. We're off. Let's go. So I thought I'd... Hey, Joanne. So good to have you here. So good to have you here tonight. Thought I'd cover a few things tonight. Just a few things tonight. Since it's a holiday, I thought I'd go light on you. Although, you know, for us in the business world, and especially in this year, for many of us, even if we normally closed on Labor Day, I know many were open because a day where the government isn't forcing you to be closed is a day to hopefully put some money in the register. And we were open today, so that was good. As I mentioned, you know, it was a Steady day. Lots of Christmas coming in. Oh my God, the Christmas, the glitter fest, the glitter fest. It's like the glitter bombs are dropping all over the store with all the Christmas that's coming in. Um, but that's a good thing. So we asked for it early. We're getting it early, earlier and earlier. Same as we did with Halloween. So this is a good thing. How come part of my set's got new flowers and part of my set doesn't? I'm going to switch this around.
The flowers are mine. They're in my office.
Well, you can have those flowers. Don't these flowers look prettier? Open your first ever Labor Day, Kim, and I hope it was a great one. You love the glitter. Yes, but come December, we're all tired of the glitter. I like the glitter on the inside. The glitter on the inside. That's not to suggest that you should eat glitter. I do not want anybody here to actually eat glitter. But I know that you have glitter on your inside because you're just glowing and full of energy and pizzazz. And the glitter won't disappear from the carpet until March. That is very true, Kitty. That is very true. You got to get like Angie Hulus's Roomba that was named Angora that would just go around and eat everything up. I mean, she named her vacuum Angora. And yes, do not eat the glitter. That is my disclaimer. I can see Adele getting on the NART's legal disclaimers. Neil did not say to eat the glitter. He just talked about the glitter in your personality. But I'm glad you had a great first Labor Day, Kim. And keep in mind, just because you were open this Labor Day, and that might inspire you to open next Labor Day, doesn't mean you have to be the labor. Part of being an entrepreneur is creating jobs, creating work for people. Oh my God, I think I'm going to start a thread on what you all name your robot vacuums. The funny thing is I actually know the guy that did a lot of the software for the robot vacuums, okay, for the iRobot. That did a lot of the, his company did a lot of the software for it. So, and he's a really great guy. Him and his company did it. Brian, really cool. He's done a lot of other cool things too. He does a lot of projects. I think he's on stuff for NASA right now. So let's talk about Labor Day for just a little bit. And, just a little bit about beyond, back to its true meanings. I really liked that Rose did that post last night that talked about, the rise of labor and, why Labor Day exists in the first place. Keeping in mind, back in the day, there were no standards. Okay, so to say that there were unethical operators is really unfair, that everybody was operating unethically from a business perspective. There just were no standards until the labor movement and the unionization of labor and the standardization of labor that started way back when. There were no labor standards. So, we think of things today as the Fair Labor Standards Act and the minimum wage rules and all these things. Labor brought that, okay? I disagree, sometimes labor or unionization gets a bad rep, and I'm not going to soapbox it totally for you, but I get frustrated with what I call the bad side of unionized labor, and that's because you're here so long, you should have a certain title and a certain pay. You should automatically get that. And that's not you shouldn't get that just for time. It should be what responsibilities you have, what position you have, and you should have to earn your keep. You know, I mean, you should still have to contribute, and so sometimes, and most people want to. So I'm really sidestepping it because most people want to contribute. Most people want to be valuable to their companies, to their schools, to their organization, whatever their work. They want it to be meaningful. But really, the labor movement brought standards, okay, and said you had to meet these basic standards as an employer, and that's a good thing. That really is a good thing. To have a basic level of standards is a good thing for both companies and for labor, and it creates a level playing field. Between anyone in their competition, regardless of what industry they're in, it creates a level playing field that, you all have to abide by these basic minimum standards of rules. Most of us would exceed those, and most business owners around the country do. But we owe a lot to labor in this country. Even as entrepreneurs, we owe a lot to the labor movement. And we're blessed. Here in this industry, we know more than most industries how blessed we are by our workforce. How our workforce is family. I mean, when I was talking to this reporter the other day, and they just couldn't figure out why small businesses would keep health insurance and benefits going for their employees that they furloughed. And I spent time talking to them about what they didn't get was, in a small business, our labor becomes family, and that's so important. Whoa, 55 for a high on Wednesday from 94. That's a big change. My peanut gallery will take it. It has been a little more fall seasonal here. We actually had the doors and windows open most of the weekend at the house, and had the air conditioning off most of the time, most of the sections. My peanut gallery wanted the air conditioning back on this afternoon. We get a lot of afternoon sun at the house, and so I did close the windows and turn on the air conditioning this afternoon, and it can get warm in this house, but that's a whole nother story. But so we really do appreciate labor and understand the meaning, even as we're often working days like today. Okay, I spent time at my computer today. I know you guys were either in store or at your computer. Cassandra was in store today, so excuse me. I think we definitely understand the value of labor. And that really rolls me into another conversation I wanted to have, and that's about the restaurant industry. I mean, for as bad as things are in business in general for people across the country, regardless of what your widget is, and that's on the year, okay? I'm not taking, I know people are having good months or good weeks or good days, but on the year, this has been a challenging year, and we all know that. But the restaurant industry is getting incredibly hard hit right now. I mean, they have been limited by capacity, limited to takeout only. I mean, there's all sorts of different rules and following that the restaurants have to do on top of things that we have to do in retail. And it's even worse for independent restaurants. Independent restaurants that aren't part of a chain or a franchise are really, really hurting. In New York, up to two-thirds of independent restaurants will have to close. And that's based on restaurants that are not publicly traded or have less than 10 locations. And restaurants are projecting not being profitable till 2022. So 2 years from now. And that's based on occupancy. I mean, that's quite honestly, most restaurants center around being at around 80% occupancy on an average weekly night, having their bar areas full. We're going to see big swaths of, your favorite place, your corner place, your local place go out in the restaurant industry. It's been brutally hit in this, and it's something we need to keep an eye on and do our part, when as you can, to get takeout or to over tip when you get takeout, or eating out if you feel comfortable doing so, or eating out outside as the season allows it. One of the restaurants that's near ours that's been doing a good outside business with tables outside is like, I don't know what the heck to do for the winter. As the temperature, another month from now, the temperature is going to be cooler at night. I can only put a couple of the heaters out here, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I get it. It's, I don't know why I'm so tired tonight, guys. It is a challenge, but one that we can all help them overcome together by visiting them, by keeping their employees tipped well, by just helping all the way around. 6 hours of processing and prepping for tonight's live video. You better have a ton of items in that live video, Kelly. A ton of items in that live video. How many hours are you going to be live for tonight? How many hours, Miss Kelly, are you going to go live for tonight as you take on all that inventory to sell? And are you using the new tool that the Reply sold that our friends Gary from Loyal Shops and Melissa demoed yesterday? Truly amazing stuff. But just keep that in mind out there. I mean, there's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of pain in different areas. So, and that'll be a hot topic as, in theory, the Congress gets back to work tomorrow. All of these issues, the issues at the state levels, as the state budgets are decimated, you're starting to see the layoffs and such at the state and local levels. There's just a lot of financial pain going around right now. So I am hopeful that we can get Congress back to work tomorrow and get one more bill out before they're 120% in re-election mode. So I am hopeful. I'll know more tomorrow. I've been a little straight out, so I will touch base with all my Washington. I'll be hearing from people tomorrow. I know it. I know I will be hearing from people, and we'll follow up. Nice, Kelly. Push everybody to the shop. I like that. Push everybody to the website. Remember, you own the website. You don't own Facebook. You don't own Instagram. Your website is yours, okay? And so the activities that you have and that you do should drive people to the website. You should always have a reminder in there about the website and have a reason for them to go to your website, okay? Because your website is something that is yours. We all know that Facebook can change what it's doing at any given time and without notice. So, any of the other platforms can. So it's not to use them because I love them. It's just keeping that in mind, referring people back to what you own, keeping people in your world and with what you can control. So, because with what you can control, you don't have to worry about it as much. So, That becomes an important facet of it all. What else did I have for you tonight? Did I mention yet, as we start this new week, that it's a good week to have a good week? It's a good week to have a good week. We're coming to the other side of the full moon, so we should be able to get rid of some of the crazy in our world. And it's a good week to have a good week, folks. It really is. And I want you to have a good week. We're going to have a good week. We're trying to be really productive this week. We've got a lot on our plate, but we're trying to be really productive. My goal to knock through my messages today didn't happen, but there's tomorrow and the next day. I'm approaching 200 right now, and that's way higher than I like it. Just a couple weeks ago, I was down under 50. Let's see what I got for you for some everyday courage. What's today, the 7th? Our 7th in our book, Everyday Courage, that Vina sent us. Always have a comfortable life, and you'll not always be able to solve all of the world's problems at once, but don't ever underestimate the importance you can have, because history has shown us that courage can be contagious, and hope can take on a life of its own. Boom! There you go. What did you all think? Okay, if you have not seen it today, if you did not see Vina's post today about her new charity account and how she is promoting that for people to both consign for charity and then shop the items that she accepted for charity. Okay, where she's donating the money to mental health. You have to check out that post. Okay, it is inspiring. It is truly awesome. I love it. And it is something that will carry on with her in her store. So I thought that was truly awesome and amazing. And, I didn't even know you were on tonight, Vina. No, it tugs at you, Vina. I loved it. And mental health gets the short end of the stick on a regular day. It's totally gotten shoved to the bottom drawer and back, the way back during this pandemic. Okay, it is wrong. We need to do more in this country for mental health. There's so much. I mean, I went on my soapbox the other night of all the things we need to fix. So many things that we need to fix that were broken before COVID. Remember, this stuff was broken before COVID. And this can be fixed. It needs to be looked at. It needs resources. And this is a step in the right direction to give it resources. So, awesome. Truly a great thing. So, if you have not seen the post that Vina did in Narts, see the post on her business page. It's just a great thing, and see it in action. If you're in the Indianapolis area, driving through, stop by and see that in action. It's just inspiring. So I am thankful and blessed to be a part of this and to know Vina and know the effect this is having. So, and she is being the change. She is being the change. That is what we need to do in this world. We need more of being the change. Not kicking the can down the road, grabbing the can and running with it, saying, what can we do? We can be the change. Okay? we can all be the change. And this step that Vina's making is part of being the change and bringing mental health awareness to her community. So, and to all of us in this community. All of us in this community. So, it's out there, people, and the press release practically writes itself, Vina. It practically writes itself. It, and you include some of the story of your brother and his love of things. It just writes itself, Vina. So, wow. I'm not sure where else I can go tonight after talking about that some. This video that you get live, you here in the Nards private Facebook group get this live every night. Every night you get this live. But then it goes over to narts.org/resalestrong, narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. It is over there and available for everyone in the world to see. It helps keep you organized when you miss a night because you can't be here every night. It's okay. It's okay. It's over there to keep you organized when you want to catch a replay. And it's over there so you can share it with everybody you know. And we can help everybody get to the other side of this. Everybody, butcher, baker, candlestick maker, regardless of their business, we want to help them get to the other side. Because when we light somebody else's candle, it does not diminish our own candle. Okay, it further lights the room. I am here at more 8 than ish Eastern every night in the Narts private Facebook group. I am here live every night at more 8 than ish Eastern in the Narts private Facebook group. If you have a question in between, you just email me. Yes, I am wicked far behind on messages right now, but I return every one of them. I do get back to everybody. Just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. We've done it since you guys got tired with Dr. Seuss. I'd have to look up the when, but ever since you got tired of Dr. Seuss, we came up with the Good Morning, Good Night book and have stuck with it ever since. That's how we start and end the program every night. Tonight we started on page 52, if you're following along. Good morning. Grateful for the very notion of you. Even more grateful for the reality. Look at you. Dream realized. We're off. Let's go. Our good night tonight is good night. Grateful for the reality of you. Even more grateful for the notion of tomorrow. Rest up. We need you at your best. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We will party again. Yes, we will. Don't you worry. We will do it. And I'll be there to party with you. But no, until then, and until tomorrow at more 8 than ish, that you and you, but most especially you, yes, you, I'm talking to you. I see you back there. You are not alone running this store. It's time for dinner. Rebecca made homemade pizza. Have a great night, everybody.